Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, as I said, I'll be bringing the review of the Dominar 400 BS6. So today is that day, and I know it's around 4 o'clock right now, but then the fog is setting in. So yeah, the conditions are not optimal, but then we have to do what we have to do. So yeah, this is the motorcycle over here. Yeah, there it is. So this is a 2020 model BS6 one, and I'll be bringing the friend who owns this motorcycle in the frame right now. I'll be calling my friend into the frame and he'll be explaining the details of the motorcycle to you. So here you go.
Hey guys, hi Amarjeet, yes, this is the Dominar 2020 BS6 variant. So yeah, what do you want to know?
So first, my question is, why did you get this particular bike and not your dream bike, the Duke 390?
To be frank, the Duke now costs around 3,10,000 on road, and this is around 2.43 lakhs on road. So
Okay.
the point is, obviously the price difference. I had to mind that in the at the back of my mind. I had
Makes sense.
it makes sense, right? And almost all the features that Duke 390 offers, yeah, I won't go into the very high-end specs that Duke 390 offers because that bike has everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the things that this thing offers is almost the same as a Duke 390. And yeah, the point is, and I like there are some few things also I like about this rather than the Duke 390.
So what are the other bikes that you're considering while picking up this particular motorcycle?
I had considered Duke 390. Actually, see, my point was city commute, but this is not meant for city commute. This
Actually.
is more for touring, okay?
Yes.
But I wanted power at the same time, which this bike offers. This is almost 40 bhp and 35
Yeah.
Newton meter torque. Obviously, people might know that. And so the point was, when I think of power, I think of this and the Duke 390. And apart from this bike, I had thought of what is that?
Interceptor.
650 and this and Duke 390. And I also consider Duke 250, which as a matter of joke is 5,000 costlier than this.
It's
So-
a KTM.
Yeah, it's a KTM after all. So it's 250cc is more costly than a 400.
It's a KTM.
So obviously it's a KTM after all. So yeah, but that was the thing which demoralized me not to go for the Duke 250. And rest, okay, what else? What else?
Two more questions. How many kilometers have you done on this bike right now? Okay,
I
that's
have-
another Dominar passing. Okay, gone.
That's a spec'd out Dominar. Okay. So yeah, I have done around, I don't know, probably around 430 kilometers on this bike.
Okay.
And
And the mileage that you're getting?
mileage around 26 before the first service. Yeah, after the first, probably if I don't rip it much,
what is
I'll
the service interval of this motorcycle?
first one is for 45 days, 30 to 45. The second is after 10,000 kilometers, and 1 year or 10,000
That's
kilometers.
pretty decent.
Yeah, it's
That's
decent.
pretty
enough.
decent.
Yeah, and it's cheap. One more thing, Bajaj is cheap, very cheap. The parts are very cheap.
No, it's actually not cheap, it's economical.
Yeah, it's
Because
economical.
Cheap is a negative word.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, it's economical. Yes, it's economical.
I know I make fun of Bajaj in each and every video, but this is actually a good bike. So, yes guys, let's now skip to the riding part straight away. So in 3, 2, 1. Okay, riding the Dominar 400 for the first time. This is actually my very first time riding a Dominar. The 400, 250, anything. I previously never rode a Dominar. And I must say the sitting position is pretty comfortable. And sorry, actually I have a very bad case of cold. No, not coronavirus. Just because of season change, some very common cold. So yeah, my first impression is this bike fucking flies. Oh my god. Oh my god. This thing just flies. Like, I'm in fourth gear right now, and I'm already doing over 100. I'll not do any top speed runs right now because this is a new bike. And oh my god, it pulls like anything. And the headlight is also pretty amazing. Like as you already know, the Dominar is one of the best headlights in the segment. And today I'm experiencing it firsthand. I must say, the headlight is really amazing. Okay, the suspension is a bit hard. The suspension is really a bit hard. Ow! Okay. Buying the suspension, I did not like it, but then that will obviously help in the handling characteristics of the motorcycle. Now yes, this is a heavy motorcycle, so this uses basically the same engine as the Duke 390, a little detuned, like that makes 44 bhp and this makes 40 bhp, so 4 horsepower less. But then this is actually heavier motorcycle, so don't expect Duke 390 types of performance from this particular motorcycle. But then what you can expect is this. Oh my god, this isn't slow in any way. In fact, it's pretty fast. It's pretty fucking fast. So this is a new bike, and you can see it has only done 437 kilometers over here, as my friend said. And yeah, some roughness is there. It's not as smooth as the Dominar, not the Dominar, the Duke. But then, yeah, it's a pretty good engine. Now the front disc size is 320 millimeters, and the rear one is also a disc. I forgot the exact size of the disc. And it has dual channel ABS, which is pretty standard on such a bike. It's a pretty costly bike. It's around 250 ex showroom, so it's nearly as expensive as the BMWs, I must say. So one more thing I like about this bike is the seating position. I mean, I'm 5'10", 12. I find it pretty comfortable. Like, actually it's pretty comfortable for me. Like when I rode the Harley, it was a bit uncomfortable, but this one I pretty much like it. So okay, we'll be taking a U-turn from over here, and we'll be testing the turning characteristics. Okay, the turning radius is also pretty amazing. Pretty fucking amazing. The performance is good as well. The mileage, I just said, is 25, but since it's a new bike, it will go up considerably in the future. So yeah. And whether you should buy it or not, absolutely. Like if you are looking for touring or anything like that, dog, what are you doing? Why are you so suicidal? Don't be. Yeah, so if you are looking for a bike which does everything, I mean, and not anything in particular, like it's a good tourer, it's a good highway motorcycle, but then don't expect Duke 390 type of performance out of it, or something like Gixxer SR type of mileage out of it. It's a bike which will do everything you ask of it, and pretty good. So yeah, it's a pretty all-rounder motorcycle, and being a Bajaj, the service cost and the spare parts availability is also pretty easy, and it won't burn a hole in your pocket. So yeah, I like this motorcycle. Initially when I was riding it, the clutch felt a little bit weird. I mean, I stalled the bike 2 times. Yeah, that's a bit shameful, but then once you get the hang of it, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, again we'll be trying to fly a little bit. It's dark, so I won't pull it much. It does have a good bit of performance actually. It's not that slouch either. Like my Royal Enfield, it only goes from 80, it has till 80, it has a good performance, but after that it flattens out. And that is something all of you know already. But yeah, this is actually good. And with such a large tank that it has, I expect a good touring range also. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. Stoplight over here, we'll stop for some time. So that was all for this video. Like if I get it again and after it has done some kilometers, I can give a long-term review. But then that was pretty much all for this one. So if you liked it, please make sure to drop a like. Subscribe to the channel because it really encourages me a lot to create more content for you in the future, and share it with your friends who might find it useful. Also, if you have any queries, please make sure to drop it down in the comment section below, or DM me on Instagram at @Hobiographer. The link will be in the description box down below. And stay safe, always wear a helmet, and thank you. I'll meet you all in the next video.